The spaces or gaps between your fingers can reveal a lot about your attitude and personality traits, especially how you approach daily activities. It's an interesting way to understand subtle aspects of behavior and mindset. To observe this, you can try two simple methods. First, place your hand on a hard surface like sand, a table, or any flat area that provides a clear imprint or outline of your fingers. This gives a visual idea of how naturally spaced they are. Alternatively, you can simply relax your hand and open it without forcing or overstretching your fingers. The natural way your hand opens up can say a lot about your unique personality. In palmistry, the angle between the thumb and the index finger, also known as the Jupiter finger, reveals insights about a person's generosity and approach to sharing with others. It's commonly known as the angle of generosity because it reflects how someone balances their personal needs with their willingness to give to others. When this angle is approximately 45 degrees, it suggests that the individual has a well-rounded perspective on life. They know how to prioritize their own needs, while still being considerate of others. These people tend to analyze situations carefully, weighing the pros and cons before making decisions. They are gifted with common sense that ensures they don't overextend themselves but still find ways to contribute meaningfully, whether it's through their time, resources, or emotional support. However, if the angle is less than 45 degrees, it points to a more reserved or guarded personality. These individuals are often cautious to the point of being stingy, as their focus leans heavily on self-preservation. They prioritize their own needs so much that it can come across as selfishness or a lack of concern for others. This trait may stem from a deep-rooted fear of scarcity or a mindset shaped by past experiences, where they felt they had to fend for themselves. If this space is more or less than 90 degrees, as shown, it indicates a person who is not only highly intelligent but also exceptionally generous. These individuals often have an open-minded approach to life, readily offering their time and resources to others. However, this generosity can sometimes backfire. If there aren't other traits in their personality to balance it, he or she may be at risk of being taken advantage of by others who might exploit their giving nature. Additionally, if the spaces between all the fingers are roughly equal, it suggests a person with an independent and unconventional outlook on life. These individuals value their freedom and tend to carve their own path rather than conforming to societal expectations. They are often seen as trailblazers or free spirits, unafraid to challenge norms or think outside the box. This combination of independence and a willingness to explore uncharted territory often leads them to unique opportunities and experiences that others might not pursue. If the space between the Jupiter finger and the Saturn finger is wide, in such a way that the index finger appears to break away from the rest of the hand, it is a strong indicator of independent thinking, self-reliance, leadership qualities, and sound decision-making abilities. These traits are most prominent when the headline on the palm is strong, clear, and free of defects that denote mental clarity and focus. In palmistry, the Jupiter finger represents pride, ambition, and personal growth. When it moves away from the Saturn finger, which is associated with responsibility and discipline, it shows a tendency to think and act independently. Additionally, the index finger leaning slightly towards the thumb that stands for logic and willpower suggests that the person will use reasoning and determination to confidently make his or her own decisions. However, if the Jupiter finger noticeably juts out from the rest of the hand, it could signify a desire for attention and recognition. Such individuals may seek validation or strive to be in the spotlight, driven by their need for acknowledgement and admiration. If the Saturn finger and the Apollo finger are held close together, it suggests a cautious and future-oriented individual. This person will be careful in their actions, thoughtfully consider consequences, and prioritize long-term planning. he or she will act responsibly and make measured decisions that align with one's goals and values. In contrast, a wide gap between the middle and ring fingers tells a very different story. This indicates an individual who tends to shy away from taking on major responsibilities, whether in their family, work, or everyday activities. These individuals often adopt a carefree attitude, focusing more on enjoying the present moment than worrying about the future. They are less concerned with structure, and may avoid keeping track of their spending, preferring spontaneity and indulgence over meticulous planning. This behavior stems from the Apollo finger, that symbolizes creativity, expression, and enjoyment, moving away from the Saturn finger, which is linked to responsibility, wisdom, and discipline. When these two fingers are apart, it reflects a disconnect between responsibility and pleasure, leaning heavily toward the latter. If the mounts on the hands are weak or moderately developed, it is always a good sign if the space between the Saturn and Apollo finger is narrow. A significant space between the Apollo finger and the little finger is commonly associated with independence, unconventional thinking, and a strong desire for personal freedom. They are outgoing, self-reliant, and prefer to do things their own way, rather than following established norms, or being told what to do. They thrive on autonomy and often resist being micromanaged, valuing their ability to make decisions without external interference. This independence also reflects a willingness to break away from societal expectations, allowing them to carve their own unique path, even if it sets them apart from the mainstream. These individuals don't conform easily. They prioritize their desires and ideas over societal opinions. Their actions are often bold and unapologetic, guided by their own sense of purpose rather than external validation. This makes them natural leaders in unconventional fields or settings where creativity is valued. In palmistry, the separation of fingers is considered highly reliable and insightful when analyzing someone's character. Check out 5 acupressure points for instant sleep. Share this video with your family and friends. And don't forget to subscribe, with those notifications on. As always, thanks for watching.